Good evening. It's Councilman Salters here for our city update. We do apologize for the late update. The state site was delayed for quite a bit today to get numbers. And then after that, the mayor had meetings, and then I had football all this afternoon. So we had to make sure that we got this information to you. We do know that there's quite a bit of questions, but let's start with where we're at. And we are at blue again at 0.5. So if you remember, I know we kind of hit this every week, we go on kind of two metric ratings to give us our number, which then lets us know if we are blue, yellow, orange, or red. Those numbers are the cases per 100,000 for your week, and then your total positivity for the week. Our cases per 100,000 this week is 19, last week is 19, so we didn't see really any change there. Last week, our positivity rate was 1.13. This week, it's 4.96. So that's something that we're going to need to watch. Now, remember, when we talk about where our numbers are at, the cases per 100,000, if we are over 10, that puts us in a 1 ranking. And when it comes to our percentage, if you're over 5, it puts you at a 1 ranking. So for our 19, that puts us at a 1 for cases per 100,000. And our 4.96 puts us under a 5, which puts us at a 0. So you put those two together, 1 plus 0, that gives us 1, divided by 2, that gives us 0.5. Obviously, you're probably thinking, well, that 4.96 is pretty close to putting us over. We've had some good numbers this week, and our positivity has hovered right under 5. So things are looking good in that aspect. Obviously, things could change at any time, but we'll make sure that we get that information to you. We do know that we've been getting a lot of questions because yesterday we did have a big uptick in cases, probably one of the biggest ones we've seen in a couple months, where we had 21 new cases. Now, what we do know is that there were a couple of family groupings that did get that did amount to a lot of those cases. That doesn't mean we need to put our guard down or not pay attention to that, but it does add context to that big number that we see. When you look at Indiana as a whole, still over two-thirds of Indiana is in the blue. We do have a small number that is yellow and an even smaller number that's orange. I do know that some people have looked at and saw that Gibson County was in the orange this week, which is right below us, but they can mark that to a congregate setting that they had. And our state's been very good at being able to monitor these situations and bring testing and help when areas do need that. But when you look at Vincennes and Knox County as a whole, we are still in the blue. We are still at 0.5. This puts us almost at a 3-month period where we've been at blue. And a lot of that has to do with everybody working hard and putting us in the position we're in. Obviously, that doesn't mean we put our guard down, and we haven't. And that's allowed us to be able to continue to have the events, the activities, and everything that we've come to know and love in the city of Vincennes. If things do change and we need to update you on information, we always will. But we are still in a very great spot. And we got to tip our hats to all of our healthcare providers, all of our emergency responders, and everybody, every citizen out there that's doing their best to make sure that we're able to do what we want to do when we want to do it. So we are right now at a blue. Things are looking great. And we thank you for paying attention to our update. We will see you next week.